Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's Jonathan again from Shooter's Roost here at my favorite indoor gun range, and I wanted to break out, I guess you could say, one of my favorite firearms in my collection. And to my Marvel fans out there that will know what I'm speaking of, I called this like my Thor hammer, my Mjolnir. Because of the accuracy and power, as powerful as it is, makes it above most others. It is still at the top of its game in its class. Some might still have it as being number one. Others, now that there's competition for it, there's competitors out there and it might not be number one. And I can let you know a little later after I shoot if it's still like my number one. But like I said, it's my Thor hammer, and I brought it out today to shoot some rounds down range, show it off, and then give you my pros and cons later. And that is my Benelli M4 Shotgun. This thing is absolutely crazy. I got the pistol grip, and as you can see, I made some alterations to it myself. I put the bigger charge handle right here on this. I have a different grip or stock right here versus the other one that was kind of a cheap and plastic. I also put the extension tube to where to hold 7+1, and it is absolutely one of the best guns that I own in my collection. It has great sights on it. It has that white front sight with that ghost ring back here, which I like. It's got the Picatinny rail up there for you if you want to put your own red dot or something like that on it. Gas operated, semi-auto, crazy fast, crazy good. And like I said, it's been out for some time now. I have the regular standard stock. They come with the extended stock version. Now these things, of course, they're still on up there in price. I mean, I think they're just going up. I got mine rather decent, but they'll range anywhere from 1,800 to 2,300 for these things. Like I said, they have the collapsible stock now, and it is just wicked in its class. Like I said, I think it's probably still, it's almost and some people might disagree with me, the Michael Jordan of shotguns, because people say Kobe, LeBron, stuff like that. But this one is still up there in the pack. There's not many that's in this type of class, but there is one, and I'll speak of it later, that I think is up there or surpasses it. So let me put some shotgun shells through this, shoot a few down the range, and then we'll talk about it later. Also, before I start loading up and shooting it, as you can see, there is nothing in the firearm while I was showing it to you and going over the stats with you. So empty until I fire it, load it up and shoot down the range. So let's load it up and get some rounds through. All right, got target down range. Got my slugs in. I'm shooting slugs right now to start off. So it's loaded up, ears on, and let's rip it down. As you can see, right in the center, very accurate. Let's put some horror in and take some more hits at it. All right, I'm loaded back up. Target's back down range. I got 3 slugs loaded and a few 00 buck. So we're gonna see how much the target can take. All right, I put a new target up. I got 6 rounds of the buckshot loaded up, so we're gonna shoot right there in the center and hopefully demolish it. So here we go. Bring it back and check it out. Now, of course, as you can see, some went afraid, but most of the 00 right there in the center, just pristine. So we'll talk about it some more here in a minute. All right, what's up, guys? Back from the range at Shooter's Roost after shooting my Benelli M4. What can I say about this shotgun other than it is superb? The functionality is fantastic. The feel is great. These are all the pros. Very powerful, very precise. It is probably your ultimate tactical shotgun. I mean, it is fantastic. Now we get into the cons, which of course, you know, anybody thinking about spending $2,000 or more on a shotgun is like, no way. And you know, shotguns, especially back, you know, in my younger youth, shotguns were about $200 is about as much as you get or you go for, you know, $200 to $300 maybe. This is $2,000 more than that. Is it worth it? Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it is a fantastic shotgun. I mean, it started probably, you know, it's the, you know, the first John Wick shotgun really. But it is fantastic. Now, then you get into the cons. With this one, you know, of course, the charging handle. My little piece right here was actually a lot. I had to replace this because it was so small. It's very small, and you know, of course, I didn't like it. The grip, the handle right here, I didn't like that much either. It didn't feel very well as plastic. It didn't have much grip on it, so of course I changed it out with this tactical grip. And then of course, you know, it was a 5+1. Then I put the extended tube, you know, because that way I can hold more shells. I mean, who doesn't? That is the con for me, other than, you know, of course, the price. Shotguns now, and I have a video of which, you know, I threw out the name of my Marvel name for it. You could say this one, the Beretta 1301, is my Stormbreaker, I guess you could say. That you know, shotgun, it's cheaper than, of course, the Benelli, and the charging handle is already bigger than this. It's a fantastic. It has the extended tube already, so there's nothing really that I have to do to the Beretta, and it comes like that. You know, it's a $1,200 to $1,500 shotgun versus, you know, you save $500 to $800 versus this one. So that's why this is, all in all, I mean, it is fantastic. If I was to, you know, 2 shotguns, this one and that Beretta, that's it. That's all I need, and that's really all I have, to be honest with you. And especially for tactical shotguns. You know, of course, the Beretta, of course, also is compared light or weight wise, it's lighter than this too. So this is it's a heavy piece of machinery. I mean, it's you know, you can feel it holding it to shoot. Not only does the recoil and the kick, your shoulder will feel it. You start feeling it in your arms. Holding it up. But it is, like I mentioned, it is fantastic. It's just now, this used to be the one and only. I mean, if you had a tactical shotgun, if you didn't have the M4, you didn't have a tactical shotgun. Now there's, rivals out there. I think Mossberg has one out now. Beretta, which I haven't. Beretta's got the 1301 and the A300, which were almost identical. Of course, and then unless you want to go, Terran Tactical has his AR style shotgun, which I would love to have. But you're also throwing down almost 10 grand for that. So, so this is kind of, it's always going to be there, but in my opinion, it's lost its place a little bit because of price and in the add-ons that you have to do to it that other shotguns come with. So that is my cons for this bad boy. Now, like I said, this came before the chicken came before the egg. So this came before my Beretta, because Beretta just introduced that a year or so ago. But all in all, it still functions and shoots like a dream. Especially if you're a Benelli fan, this is a must-have. If you're a shotgun fan and collect shotguns, this is a must-have. If you're just a tactical fan and deciding which one you would choose, this one or the Beretta, well, that comes to, like I said, the pros and cons on what you have. So, but all in all, this is magnificent. You don't get many more that are better than this, other than maybe the couple that I mentioned to you, in my opinion. But all in all, it is worth its weight in gold. Glad I have it. It's one to look out for if you're a shotgun fan. I was lucky I got the pistol grip, which helps out because of weight wise. My Beretta does not, which it's lighter, so it doesn't. But the Benelli M4, guys, it is probably, if you're a shotgun fan, home defense, tactical, what have you, this is up there at the top. This was the king before there were any other people to challenge the throne. So let me know what you think about this thing. If you have one, how does it shoot for you? What do you think? Or if you have the Beretta fan, or if you're the Beretta shotgun, I'm sorry. Let me know what you think about that one too. But this bad boy is still up there at the top of the hill. So subscribe, comment, let me know what you think about the Benelli M4. Okay, thanks a lot.